In light of the recent wildfires ravaging through the state of California, Oregon, and Washington, we wanted to dive deeper this morning into the issues surrounding our pets during this time. This morning, we're joined here by Kern County Animal Services Director Nick Cullen, who has spent the last several days helping evacuate animals from areas hit hard just north of us. Good morning, Nick. How you doing?
I'm awesome. Good morning, Tori. How are you?
Oh, you know, I'm making it. It's an early one, and thank you so much for waking up with me. I really appreciate that. So tell us, what have the immediate surroundings around you looked like?
Yeah, so like you said, we're up here assisting with the North Complex fire. As you would expect, I think it's close to 300,000 acres that were burned from this fire in a relatively short amount of time. So it's devastation is what we're seeing. You know, there's areas that were hit real hard and whole communities wiped out, and then other areas that were fortunate and lucky and sometimes even tactical about it that were saved. But devastation and destruction, and it's tough to see. But the community up here is, you know, very resilient, and they're just gathering themselves together to rebuild the community.
All right, and obviously you have been up there working to help evacuate some of the animals. So tell me what that process has really been like for you. Has it been difficult to get these animals to shelter, safer areas? Have you seen a lot of animals who are in distress right now, maybe missing their owners that they may have been separated from?
Yeah, so it's probably about as chaotic as you might guess. A lot of folks were evacuated from their homes, and when they were evacuated, they weren't able to take their pets with them. So it's a lot of pet owners calling in, asking for our crews to go out and check the welfare of their animals. And these are folks that just don't know what condition their home is in. They don't know if their pet is alive or deceased. And that's sort of our team's job, is to go in behind the fire lines, see if we could find their pets or any evidence of their pets, deliver food and water and support them if they are there on property. So we often have been having to break some really difficult news to some of these owners, but there are some really happy moments. We have gotten to reunite some pets with their owners when the owners did not expect that to happen. So that's usually makes it worth it.
Wow. All right. So on average, just to really bring this impact to our community, how many animals would you say that you've come in contact with just in either reuniting or obviously discovering maybe some possible remains? How many animals have you come in contact with?
Yes, it's tough to say the amount of animals we come across, because the amount of requests for homeowners to go and check on their animals it's an incredible number. I mean, we're running, just myself and our crew, probably between 40 and 50 calls to check the welfare of animals a day, and there's probably 15 different crews just like us. So we are seeing, a small percentage of animals simply because the calls we go to, the pets aren't there anymore. But we have been lucky enough to capture probably 6 or 8 dogs. We've been very fortunate to capture a couple of lost cats that folks had lost. A lot of livestock that we're checking on, a lot of livestock that we found and rescued. And we're partnered with a veterinary medical team from UC Davis, so we're able to provide veterinary care right there when it's needed. So.
Wow. All right. And so are you planning on going back up to that area, maybe coming back to Bakersfield, grab a slight reprieve, maybe some supplies or anything else you may need to go back up there? Are you planning on doing that, or any other crew members from the Kern County Animal Services? Or is this really our main effort that we're going to see this year?
Yeah, so the North Complex fire up here in Butte County, it's devastating. The local government officials here are continuing to ask for mutual aid from government and nonprofits. So, we're Kern County staff is headed back home today. We're going to make the 6-hour drive back this morning, and then we'll get together as an organization and determine if we can be of further assistance. I know that there's still a demand for more field teams to assist in evacuations, and there's also a demand for staff to work at the local shelters here to help provide care for the animals that have been evacuated. So we'll evaluate, and we may be sending some more staff out here.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your effort, Nick. Nick Cullen, Kern County Animal Services Director, reporting with us this morning. Thank you, Nick. We'll see you back here in Kern County.